charges, including modern day slavery. If she is found guilty, she could be spending up to 15 years behind jail for what she has done. This lady, she is 49 years old. She's a judge in an African country and she has worked for the United Nations. This judge came to the UK to do PhD. While she is in the UK, she has her children whom she loves dearly. She wanted to make her life easy in the UK and felt that the easiest way to make her life easy is to bring somebody from Africa. By the time you listen to this story, I want to know what your views are, whether you think that if this lady was arrested, if this lady were living in Africa, whether you think that she would have been arrested for what she has done, or you think that she can easily get away with it. Mind you, if this judge is found guilty, she could be spending up to 15 years or more years behind bar. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us today. This is the Lunch Club. If you do not want to miss out on the latest gist or the latest update, we are the voice of immigrant in the diaspora, and we bring you the latest update about the lived experiences to educate and inform our people. I remain your one and only brother and friend, Frank. Thank you so much to all those who have been supporting us and continue to support us. If you've seen any value in this video, please kindly like and share. There are lessons that we can all learn from this story. So this judge, as I said before, she is doing PhD in international law at Oxford University. She is a 49 years old who has worked with the United Nations. She was doing PhD in the school and she has her own children. She wanted to make her life easy and she felt the easiest way to do it is to bring somebody from Africa to come and care for her children. And she felt that in order to do that, she will need to have a visa sponsorship in the UK in order for her to be able to do it. She doesn't have a visa sponsorship, and she then contacted her embassy in London. She contacted her embassy, the Deputy High Commission of her embassy in London. This person is facing charges in their home country. Listen to this story. This is about abuse of power, a culture of impunity, which is very, very common in a lot of African countries. So this deputy ambassador in London, he is facing charges in their home country. So the deal between this judge was, if I speak to one of the judges in our home country to influence that case, in return, I want you to then help me bring a woman from Africa to come and work in my home as a housemaid. The person will work free of charge. That was the deal. So the woman intervened, helping this guy, and this guy then arranged that this woman was coming to work at the embassy in London. Meanwhile, this person is not coming to work at the embassy. The sole reason they brought this poor lady from Africa to the UK is to come and work as a slave in this judge home, looking after this judge children, while her own children, they are going to school. So they brought this person. The person was then living in the home of this judge while looking after these judge children. As soon as this lady came into the country, this judge would then seize her travel ID, seized her passport and all her ID. They collected it straight away. Listen, the judge brought somebody to the country on false pretense that this person was coming to work at the country's embassy. In return, the judge had then intervened in the deputy ambassador's case in their home country. So this lady was then working whilst this judge was doing her PhD. This person was working as a slave. Do you think that if this judge was in Africa, she did what she did, that she would be arrested? Let me know what your views are about what we are talking today. Don't forget to show appreciation by giving this video a like. So the judge in question, her name is Linda Mugambe. And the deputy ambassador at the time, his name is John Leonard. Okay, so this woman then alerted the authority that, look, I am being held against my will. I am not allowed to do any other work. I am not being paid. I am just working as a slave in these people's home. The police then went to this judge's house. They searched the house after once they have a warrant. This judge, as soon as they arrested this African judge, the judge lied to the police that she has immunity, which means that she cannot be arrested because she has a diplomatic passport. The police then contacted the Metropolitan Police. The Metropolitan Police then checked their record. They realized that this judge, she has lied. She doesn't have any immunity from prosecution. And so the judge was investigated by the police, who then said, okay, this judge has committed a crime. This woman in question, they brought this woman into the country in 2022 July, and this woman then informed the authority in February 2023 that I have been brought into this country. I am working in this judge's house, looking after her children. Whilst the judge is doing PhD, I am not being paid. I am being held as a slave in the UK. So the judge was investigated by Thames Valley Police, and they then said there is enough evidence for us to get prosecution, and the woman haven't reviewed all the evidence. Thames Valley Police have now sent the file to Crime Prosecution Services, and Crime Prosecution Services have now said this woman, she has committed 4 crimes. 1, modern day slavery. This woman was brought into the country on false pretense that she was coming to work in her country's embassy, knowing full well that the only reason that this judge brought this woman to the country is to look after her children. The children were going to school. This judge wasn't paying this woman. Let me know what your views are. Do you think that if this judge was living in an African country and she brought somebody into her home, knowing full well the way that judges are treated in Africa, do you think that even if judge mistreats this person, this judge will be arrested in an African country? Let me know what your views are about this question. As we are speaking today, this judge, who is 49 years old, she will be, the trial has just started, is going to last 3 weeks. As an African or somebody watching this video, let me know, do you think that it is fair for you to have your own children? You want a better life for your children. You send your children to school. Another person who is looking after your children, you are treating them as a slave. You are not paying them, holding them against their will. Let me know what your views are about this question, about the topic that we're talking today. The judge in question and the people that are involved in this case, they are all from Uganda. The judge has been arrested, and the deputy ambassador is no longer in London. And as we speak now, in the next 3 weeks, this judge, if she's found guilty, she will be going to jail for a long time. And I hope that lessons will be learned by the way we treat the poorest in our society in Africa. When you're poor, people don't respect you, people abuse you, they dehumanize you. You cannot carry that kind of mentality to a civilized society where they have human rights, where they have human dignity. So if you have seen anything from this video, I want you to look at the way you treat people. Do you treat those that are poor as human beings, or you treat them as, oh, they are not human beings? Let me know what your views are. Make sure you show appreciation to the Lunch Club by giving this video a like. Leave your comment in the comment section. Do you think that the judge deserves to be sent to jail, or do you have any sympathy for the judge, knowing full well the judge is studying for PhD, and the person that she brought into the country on first present, the person is living in the judge's house, not being paid? How can you treat human being like that? Your children are going to school. You want a better life. You're doing PhD. Another person that you brought from your home country, you're treating them as a slave. That shows the height of human wickedness. Don't forget to share appreciation to this video by giving it a like, and make sure you leave your comment whether you think that if this judge was in an African country, whether she will be arrested, or you think that she can easily get away in an African country. Don't forget to give this